Today could be a very important day in the history of Barrow Football Club. If results go our way and we're able to do what we need to do on the pitch, we could win the Premier League today. We start with a game against bottom of the table Leicester City away from home. Then we welcome Everton to Barrow Boy Lane. And if we get 6 points in those games, then the gap at the top, if Liverpool also win their match day 34, would be 11 points with 12 points available. However, Liverpool haven't been in the best of form of late. And if we can win both of our games today and Liverpool drop points on match day 34, then we could win the Premier League with 2 wins today against Barnsley and Everton. We of course hope to get ourselves through to an FA Cup final with a game against Barnsley at the end of the episode as well. So the treble is no longer available after losing to Lyon in the Champions League yesterday, but the domestic double is still very much alive. I'm going to rotate just 1 or 2 players out for this game as we have some fresh legs brought into the field of play. But Nagy and Jenkins are going to be good enough to play here or to start here. I'll give Matias Gonzalez a game actually ahead of Lucas Ball. Matias Gonzalez had a very good game against Newcastle in the last episode, so hopefully he can continue that here away from home against Leicester. You can see their starting lineup, 5 at the back, very defensive, almost guaranteed relegation already, Leicester, as we are almost guaranteed the league title. We could perhaps seal our own feet and seal theirs with a win in this game. Let's see how we go. Drop the video a like, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos. Let's jump in. We'll loft it out wide initially. Luke Thomas forward from left back for Leicester, and on a decent run. A decent run has come to an end as Nagy just stands firm. Through that gap to Mulholland. Van der Voort is on the run, and we know that those wing backs are going to push forward for them. It's a case of do they have the stamina to get back defensively as well. James Justin on this right hand side for them. He's going to be quick enough to deal with Matias Gonzalez here, but arriving here is Hefty. Oh, and he is so close to giving us a stunning 1-0 lead. What a hit on his weaker side. Put his right foot straight through that, and Hefty just a few millimetres away from giving us an emphatic 1-0 lead. That would have been an outrageous goal. So close. Nice tackle by Nagy on Thomas again. Try and win it off him for a second time, or third time technically. And here's Pratt. Intercepted, just play that short, and let's not take any risks. We'll work it around. Oh, Vidal Pereira needs to work on his passing, but thankfully Ferreira Schutter is fast enough to keep that in, and Matias Gonzalez can get this down the line to Damian Tudor. We could yet have an opening goal to this game. I'll look for Hefty again, and from distance, it's well saved by Daniel Everson. Oh, that would have been a hell of a start, wouldn't it? Van der Voort into Hefty. Forward to Damian Tudor. Salim's on the run. Here's Matias Gonzalez. Scored a great goal against Newcastle. Can he do the same here against Leicester? Yes, he can. We lead here at the King Power Stadium. Could be a massive goal all told for the team, for the squad, for the club, for the league, in fact. I imagine that the game midweek against Everton is our game in hand. But we know that if we win both games, we stand a great chance of winning the league today, as well as getting ourselves to an FA Cup final today as well. James Justin played in out wide. He's gotten away from me. Justin into Chowdhury. It's gone again. James Justin. Chowdhury will find Torres Bergi. Oof. Stinging the palms of the goalkeeper, Brendan Rodgers. Clasping at his own hands, hoping that the ball will eventually go in the back of the net from them as their Premier League survival hangs in the balance, but that's going to get cleared away. Only as far as Chowdhury, though. Leicester would love 3 points here if they can get them. Would be ginormous for their survival. They've not won many games this year at all. Nagy steals that away, though. We're going to hopefully be denying them any points whatsoever, let alone even potentially just getting themselves back in the game for a point. Any points would be crucial for them at this stage, but we've got players forward here, and Hefty was denied a goal earlier on, and Salem will not sweep that home. A vital interception from the defender. I thought I'll just try and do what I can to give myself the best possible chance of scoring, so laying that back into Salim, who was unmarked, but it just caught the heel of the defender. Salim trying to find Hefty again through the middle. Hefty trying his hardest to get a goal for the club or earn an assist for the club, but it's just not quite working for him so far in this first half. 5 minutes to go. We still have our 1-0 lead, however, and relatively comfortable with that for the time being. Here's Andre Silva into Chowdhury, and then Torres Bergi out to Luke Thomas on a fray forward again. Oh, it's a nice heavy touch, actually. And this could work well for Leicester if Vidal Pereira wasn't there to just take the ball back again. Thanks. Appreciate that. Go on then, Hefty. Determined to get Hefty a goal in this game. He's done everything but score so far. It's set up nicely for a volley, and Everson makes a good save. Hefty, he will get a goal at some point, I'm sure of it. Van der Voort with a delivery. Oh, arriving. What? Don't know about that, mate. Don't know about that, mate. James Justin with a supposed handball. We'll have a look at a replay. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section if you want me to keep... He's kind of gone up like that, I guess. If you want me to keep handballs on or not, when we get to the series after this, for the new series, I am unsure as to whether I want to keep them on or turn them off. Damien Tudor makes it Barrow 2, however, Leicester 0. And we will continue to march on towards, hopefully, a Premier League title today. Gonzalez. Hefty. Switched out wide. We do, of course, have that game, as they mentioned, they're coming up against Everton in a few days' time. It's a lovely ball through the gap to Van der Voort, and he'll look to score an absolute stunner, which is exactly what Lewis Van der Voort has done. Well, if you're going to win a title, you might as well do it in style, and that is quite some style from the Belgian. Out of his feet and bends it, whips it into that far corner. An outrageous goal from Lewis Van der Voort. Perfect angle for the replay. Bending it around the defender, and it's just no chance for the goalkeeper whatsoever. Whatsoever. Daniel Everson has been good for Leicester in multiple games in this save, but he did not stand the slightest of chances with that. Always heading into that far corner. Stupendous goal from Lewis Van der Voort. We will get all 3 points from this. We will, hopefully, win the league today. Dear Liverpool, please drop points. Thanks. Whilst the clean sheet remains, our lead remains. Not that even if our clean sheet goes, the lead was really under any threat. We could make it 4 yet. Just trying to move the ball about and keep Leicester guessing as to which way we're going to go. Looking for Hefty. Come on, son, get your goal. No, I cannot buy a goal with Hefty Grausiskar, unfortunately. It's just not happening for the man. But it is happening for the team. So we will get a win here. There's the whistle. Solid victory away from home against Leicester City. It may well seal their destination of the Championship for next season. Almost unheard of with the way that Leicester have played in the Premier League for the past 5+ years. Leicester look like they're doomed, really. We are 11 points clear at the top. Liverpool have not played their game in hand. There are 15 points left available. So that was our game in hand, actually, the one that we could. No, it wasn't. Liverpool have drawn. No, they haven't. They've won. The gap is 8 points. So regardless of whether we win against, or regardless of if we win against against Everton, we will not be far enough away from Liverpool with 4 games to go to guarantee the title today. We are, or will be, 11 points clear if we beat Everton, and the gap could be closed by 12 points. So we will stay top for now. We'll stay top to the end of the season. Let's be honest. It's not gonna be that big a collapse, isn't it? Is it really? Everton, Manchester United, and Chelsea. So it could get a little bit later in the day. But then West Ham and Watford. I mean, let's be honest. We're going to win the Prem. So let's go and beat Everton and get ourselves one step closer to winning the Prem. Everton with Bilo in goal still. Spinazzola, Duarte, Lindelöf and Joao Cancelo. Gabama and Elif Elmas holding. Justin Kluivert, Mohamed Kudus and Forgini out wide with Rainier in at striker. Kudus, a new signing at Everton. We've played against him previously, though, in the Premier League. Manchester United, I think, was where he was prior to coming to Goodison Park. And obviously, he was very, very good for Manchester United as well, scoring against us at least once, if not twice, I think, over the course of a few games against the red half of Manchester, but we're playing against the blue half of Liverpool, trying to beat the red half of Liverpool to a Premier League title. It's all about the northwest in the Premier League. Barrow, of course, even further northwest than Liverpool or Manchester. Certainly further north, if not further west. And hopefully it will be the blue half of Barrow, although I'm not sure as there is a red half of Barrow that will triumph in the Premier League this year. Kudus. Oh, it's a nice ball into Rainier. They're going to score here, surely. Whoa! All right. I mean, you could be a bit... Jesus Christ. He could have just brought that down, taken it a few paces further, and just picked a spot and rolled it into the corner. Not Rainier. Played through one-on-one all the time in the world. Just a quick 1-2. Terrible defending from me with Pumphrey there. Edge of the box when he's literally got the entire penalty area to himself, and he decides, you know what, bollocks to it, I'm just smashing this. That could have gone horribly wrong. In the end, it flies into the back of the net. To Spinazzola. Kudus again. Kluivert. Spinazzola. Everton playing very, very well. Mendes Vicente with the block with the leg. And out for a corner for the Toffees. Spinazzola's got quite a few tall people to aim for in the middle. Gabama, one of them. Mendes Vicente wins that against Jean-Philippe and heads it behind for another corner. Spinazzola will try again. Obviously, without Dominic Calvert-Lewin now, Everton, and he hasn't been there for a little while. That could have bounced off anyone on any particular body part out for a penalty. Yeah! 2-0 Everton. Rainier at it again. I just didn't get rid of it quickly enough. Why? I tried to run away with it with one defender, and then it made Pumphrey take over and try and turn with it. By which point, Rainier was like, I'll have that, thank you. And we lost possession. Thanks for doing the step over. I wanted you to, Lewis van der Voort. Balls. Everton 2, Barrow 0. And our title challenge is faltering here. Molan catching that from almost within his own goal mouth, it felt like. 2-0 down. This feels like Leon all over a bloody again. Tudor. Run, Salem. Run through that gap. Thank you, Sama. Get away from Joao Cancelo. Not over yet, though. Long way to go still. Elmas. Well done, Mulholland. Salem had dropped a little bit deeper. Do I go to Tudor? I have to. Salem's made the run. We'll look for him through the channel. He's going to have teammates with him. I just need to find someone with the dink. I did find someone. That someone was Joao Cancelo, annoyingly. Van der Voort. Mulholland. Salem. No, that wasn't meant to go there. Oh, come on. What's Lucas Ball doing all the way over there? Ah, God, this isn't going how I wanted it to at all. Hefty. Lucas Ball in the box. Oh, Hefty, please. Hefty! Why can I not score with Hefty today? At your mercy. Why are you sliding for that? I need a goal. I need a goal. What are you doing? Right, and we'll try and recycle that possession as best we can. Nagy through the gap there. Salem. Van der Voort. It's Damian. Okay, it's not Damian. It's Hefty. Damian, that's Hefty. Salem. Ball was offside there. They backed off a little bit. You can't do that. Not with Samar Salem about. 2 with time for a third. That was a lovely finish. Into Mulholland. And there's Damian out of his feet nicely. Ball just ran offside. Hefty! No! His touch was too heavy. Oh, God. I apparently cannot use Hefty anymore. He scored a hat-trick this season. And he's had probably about 12 chances to score in today's episode. And I can't get a single one with him, let alone grab multiple like he did when he got that hat-trick. Come on, Hefty, arrive alongside me. Score, you twat! 3-2! And it had to be him that scored that goal that could well be the winner. Hefty, the twat, scored! Let's go! Good block by Mulholland. It will be a throw, not a corner, crucially as well. So they make a change. Number 17 off and Nyangbo on, a player that we have had on our shortlist in recent times. But that's going to fall free for me. And that should be game now. I'll look for ball through here before he disappears offside as well. And even if we don't score here, we'll at least waste the time we need to ensure that we do get the victory. The ball's going to go out for a corner. The ball is not going to go out for a corner. It came off Lucas Ball last, apparently. Okay. Certainly came off Lucas Ball last there as well. Salem looking for Tudor. Terrible pass, but that should be it. Go on, ref. Thank you. That was touch and go for a while, wasn't it? But Hefty pulls through. Oh, score a goal, you twat, might even be the title of the episode. 4 shots each. 3 goals for me, 2 for them. Oh, I needed that win. I very much needed that win. FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against Barnsley coming up next. Barnsley then lining up for the biggest game in the club's history since they were in the Premier League some 30-odd in-game years ago. We are a 5-2-3 with Philip and Rzutowski. I don't know how to pronounce that name, I'm afraid. An R and a Z definitely don't go together in English, and even in Polish, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. You guys would have to let me know in the comment section. But they're lined up pretty defensively. We've gone all guns blazing. The full-strength first team is out for this one. Sorry, Barnsley. I didn't want to miss up the chance of doing a domestic double in our final season here at Barrow. Ball gets that down. And back to Hefty. Finally scored a goal today, the twat. And Mulholland, oh, full kindly, I'm so sorry. Is he onside? He is. Oh, Barnsley. That's not how you envisaged the game would go or start when you left South Yorkshire this morning on your way down to Wembley. He's so narrowly onside and the keeper can't deal with it. Going to his left, the ball goes to his right. Can't adjust the legs in time. And his 4th goal in the FA Cup gives us a 1-0 lead in the 6th minute. I have a funny feeling Barnsley might be in for a pasting here. Kane out wide to Styles. Not Harry. Different Styles. Nagy. Pumphrey. And forward and away. Zandvoort. Van der Voort. Please be onside. Oh, what a delivery. No, he's in a post. Lucas. Oh, wow, what a cross. A keeper probably could have come for it. What a ball that is as well. Connor Chaplin's in at the other end. Oh, and he's written off Gavin Jenkins. His teammate's offside. He's missed anyway. Oh, my God. Maybe Barnsley won't get a pumping. Christ alive. What a counter-attack. And what a chance at the other end for Lucas Bull. We'll try and send him in again here. With support from Hefty. He'll run through that gap. We'll send him away again. But no, Williams does well. This might be a closer game than perhaps we initially thought. But I have a funny feeling Barnsley will only be any good on the counter-attack. They're going to have to wait for us to go for the jugular to try and see this victory out. Which we should now do as Salem strikes that into the top corner. Squared back across to Samar. I'll be honest, I tried to take a touch forward before shooting. He just stood there, delayed, waited and swung at it. But it has gone in the top corner, so I can't be mad at him. Lovely ball into Tudor down the channel. But on his right foot, didn't fancy it. Samar loves it. Top left bins. 2-0. Okay, Barnsley, you might have given us a scare at the other end, but I still do probably think now with a second goal this early on, it's probably going to be curtains for you at this stage. I'm so sorry. Ball. Tudor. Ball's gone again. Out to Hefty. Through there to Van der Voort. He could go solo from here. Oh, I was going to try and rifle that at the near post. But it's a solid tackle from the defender. The chance to make it 3 from the corner instead then. Rodri Pumphrey loves a goal from corners. He's not had as many as he did in the earlier years of his career of late, despite him getting better stats. Oh, but he's got one now. And that's 3-0 here at Wembley. Keeper got a big hand to it. Can't keep it out, Christopher Walton. That is 3-0. That is certainly game over. I am so sorry, Barnsley, but you are going nowhere near that final. Herbie Kane. Oh, I don't need to draw Nagy all the way across there, do I? Although Mendes Vicente could do with the extra bodies over this side of the field, to be honest. Oh, thank you, mate. It's quite literally just kicked that straight at me. Keep going, Lucas. Damian will look for you. Lucas Ball driving in behind. He's got Sibic with him. Will dart inside. Look for Hefty. It's Van der Voort that the ball finds. Damian. He'll look for Van der Voort again. He skipped away from the challenge and buries it. That's 4. I wonder what the biggest win in an FA Cup semi-final is prior to this. I might have a quick Google at half-time. Let's ball into Kasper Wachowski, but we've put the foot in and we'll clear away. I have had a bit of a Google, and the biggest win in any FA Cup semi-final in English football history is 6-0. Newcastle versus Fulham in 1908 at Anfield. So if we can win by 6 goals or more, that's not just the biggest score, that's the biggest winning margin, and it was 6-0. So by 6 goals, it hasn't been like a 7-1 or an 8-2 or something. Then we can set the record for the biggest win ever in an FA Cup semi-final. That was 1908. The highest post-war, or post-Second World War, was Stoke's 5-0 win over Bolton in 2011. That's the most recent one as well. The highest scoring match in an FA Cup semi-final was 5-3, Hull versus Sheffield United in 2014. So that's 8 goals. If we can replicate the first half here, we can not only set the record for biggest winning margin of an FA Cup semi-final ever, we could also level up and get the joint record for most goals in a semi-final ever, regardless of who scored them or what the result was. 5-3 is what the record was, as we say, and 6-0 the biggest winning margin. And we might be about to go 5-0 up here through Samar. And we are. That record is in my sights. Casper tackled by Pumphrey. Just not been good enough in possession in the final third, Barnsley. Other than that one chance they had earlier on. Damian. Good save by Christopher Walton. Well struck by Damian Suda, the Croatian, trying to get himself on the score sheet here. Can Pumphrey maybe add a second for himself? Or perhaps set someone else up. Hefty out of his feet. Was headed towards that top corner, but the goalkeeper denies him. That record's still within my sights. One more to go to level it. Chowski. Here's Etchison. I'll have that, thank you. It's not a foul, is it? Oh, come on. Not sure about that. If they score, that would really put my record attempt in jeopardy, as it is a winning margin of... No! Casper, the regen, with a brilliant free kick. Our winning margin is now only 4, but hats off to him. That was a cracker. There is something to cheer for the Barnsley fans down in Wembley this afternoon. A brilliant free kick. That was really well tucked away into the top corner. Kasper Rychowski. I apologise. My Polish is not up to scratch. The man in red makes it 5-1 rather than 5-0. I now need 2 more goals to equal the record. And all of a sudden, after Barnsley have been pretty firm since that 5th goal went in, I'm not sure it's going to happen. Be quite frustrated at myself for being 5-0 up in the 50th minute and then not score any more. But doesn't look like we're going to. Till van der Voort decides that he wants to pop up with one. 6-1. One more for the record. Thomas with a big switch for Etchison. Or Etchison even. There's no N in there. Etchison tackled by Pumphrey. It's going to fall free. Ah! Strong challenge, shall we say. Strong challenge from Nagy. Looking for Salem on a hat-trick. But we'll square it for Damian. Oh, who doesn't score? Who does score? Well, you should have scored the first one, Damian. But at least he followed up and buried the second. The man with the golden boots. Now, not only is this a joint winning margin, it is now also a joint most goals scored of any FA Cup semi-final ever. A 6-goal winning margin and 8 goals in the game. One more in the last 7 minutes for both records. Can it be done? Sorry, Barnsley. Free kick from Sibic is lofted forward. Sminia Diaz wins the header, but it's only gone as far as Brunt here, who scoops that nicely out wide to Thomas. The record for most goals in a semi-final could still be broken, even if it's Barnsley that score the next goal. Doesn't necessarily have to be me. Just one more goal in the game from either side, and we will break that record. Barnsley will be involved in it, although I'm sure they'd rather forget this game. Salem. Oh, he's not going to get away from the defender, and Halmer's done really well to just outmuscle him. He's a giant there. Salem looked like a child next to that centre-back. Firmino Diaz has won that back beautifully, and we could maybe... Oh, no, I needed that through ball to get through. We are joint with both records, and it will remain as such. Oh. Does that count as breaking 2 records in one game? That doesn't really, does it? They weren't broken. They were matched. Well, technically, we set a record. We will be in the record books. They had one shot all game, Barnsley. Oh, why can I not find one more? If you're going to win 7-1, you might as well win 8-1. I couldn't find that 8th goal. We will face Wolves in the FA Cup final at Wembley. Wolves, a side that actually been very good against us in this save, and that is by no means going to be a straightforward game. Wolves' results against them so far this season include... Well, they were both 2-2 draws, weren't they? Yes. They came back from 2-0 down against me, and I came back from 2-0 down against them. So it's going to be a hell of an FA Cup final, judging by the previous football so far this season. So then, they've won as well on match day 35, Liverpool. So they have a potential, possible final outcome with 3 more games to play for them, Liverpool, of 78 points. We need 1 win or 2 draws to guarantee the title. And that first game is against Manchester United tomorrow. We could win the title at home against Manchester United. It could well happen. If not, maybe Chelsea. If not, then West Ham or Watford. But for now, that's where we'll end today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos. As ever, I'll be live streaming the... What is it today? It is the Russian Grand Prix on F1 2021 this afternoon. So follow the link in the description to Twitch so you can watch that live, or the second channel, Chesnoid Plays, so you can catch up on all of the previous F1 2021 content. But for now, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.